How's it going? So, so I didn't highlight that. Is that what we're saying here? Hang on a second. So I got some crazy prep going on. Emailed Mike a lot of this today, and this is from yesterday, I think. The turn in gematria comes to lunar eclipse. I can't breathe. May 10th, which October 5th is 140-day progression from May 10th. The turn was prestige magic trick version of Trump being removed. His return is then called the prestige. So different ciphers gematria for the turn, December 6th, which is in Jewish ordinal and Jewish gematria. Lunar eclipse again, like we said. And we know the lunar eclipse is on election day from the Donnie Darko movie. Rolling Stones stabbing Hell's Angels Under My Thumb song. October 23rd progression from the stabbing, October 24th from the song release date, September 21st progression. USA where stabbing occurred. That'll then take you to October 28th. So October 23rd, 24th, 28th. Yeah, I cannot get over this 24th and how it relates to the time of No Time to Die. 24324 in length. And if you add 2 plus 4 plus 3, you get 924. And there's way more to it than that. My second wife, she is right now in the 178, 60, 61, 62, 63 days old of her life. Well, 178, that's my favorite numbers added together. Remember, when they're multiplied together, they come to 930. Well, the last day of this progression, she'll be 17869 days old on July 30th. Now, remember, when you multiply these out, you get a 930 for 930. Well, there's also, I need to blow this up for y'all. Hang on. These videos are visual. So she's at 178. Now that's, my favorite numbers all added together. Remember, 4 of them came to 138. But when I added the 2 and the 24, I mean, the 2 and the 38, which was 40, it went from 138 to 178. And those were my favorite numbers, 138, 178. And she's got the 86-0, 86-1, 86-2 for the next 10 days. Well, the last day is 930. She'll be 17869. Well, when you multiply those numbers together, you get 930. It comes to 930, or the first 3 digits. But forget that for a moment and focus on the 378 that it's fused with. That's her daughter, or my stepdaughter's number, which is 113886. You've got the 138 for Donald Trump. You got the 88 for Trump. You got the 86ing of it, or 38 murder code. You got it all. Well, she divides evenly by 37. No remainders, no left over with that 3078, which is also in that number. It ends in 872, which is her mom, or my second wife's second marriage progression to me. Remember, her number is 1028. 10 times 28 times 1973. It came to 55244. Her August 10th husband of 1971. 8 times 1971 times 10. So That's their marriage. Her single digit marriage number is 8. So her third marriage is 888. To me, it was 88. But I was also progression wise for 88 because 87. Well, the next 2-digit progression is 88. So I was her 88 2 different ways. But notice when she's married to me, 3 digits out, the next progression is 872. And that's the last 3 digits here. So this all relates back to, theoretically, the 86ing of the 88. Is it going to be on 9/30, or is that just something else? It's just a big day for me, this 9/30, and it has been for a long time. And there is no rally on 9/30. It's on October 1st. But if he goes down on 9/30, he rises on October 2nd, which is when Donnie came alive from his death. In the movie, the jet engine hit his house, but he missed it and he rose on the golf course, alive on October 2nd. You have to remember, my second wife times this year, 1117. This year and next year, by the way. So this is some very good, strange stuff. And being that it's on that 6/9, remember, on she and I's divorce date of 332 days left in the year, that's Groundhog Day. That's how many days are left in the year on Groundhog Day. 2009. Remember, that's future tense from that day forward from our divorce date. And I've told you I've been reliving that divorce ever since. And look at it, 666, 888. It's got the 9 fused with the 98, which is the 98. That's the white horse verse of Revelation. The 98th verse of Revelation is the rider on the white horse crowning verse. All you're left with is the 69. Well, what if that is Candyman, Candy, my second wife's 17869 days old on that day? So it's pretty supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, if you ask me. November 8th, 9/11 connection, 69 progression. So I went ahead and started doing progressions of 69. So I progressed it from 9/11. And it will land directly on election day of the total lunar eclipse. Instead of doing 37 progressions, I decided to do 69 progressions just for giggles. And it does land on the total lunar eclipse, which, even if he's already dead, that's going to be a big day. 69 progression from October 2nd, 1988 lands us on October 4th, Dr. Pepper 1024. Does he go down on October 2nd, rise on the 4th, Dr. Pepper 10, 2, and 4? I don't know. 9:30 crashes connection on 9/11. Don't forget the crashing of the 2 planes into the Twin Towers, fake staged, 8:46 a.m., 9:03 a.m., 8 plus 4 plus 6 for 8:46 a.m. equals 9. Because 8 plus 4 is 12, plus 6 is 18. And then you take the 18, you say 1 plus 8 is 9. That's how they do it in their numerology world. The other plane crash was 9:03 a.m. 9 plus 3 is 12. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. So it leaves you with a 9-3 coding, which, remember, we were all about that during Michael's big 9-3 day. But at that time, I said it could also double for 9/30th. So 9/3 again is on a Friday. That would have him rising on October 2nd, and Donald J. Trump comes to October 2nd in all four ciphers. I think it's more about his rising day, this October 2nd. Now, somebody said something somewhere about peace and safety. Oh, Christian did in a comment. By the way, check out Christian's comments. September 23rd, 88022 CY. He talked about some things going down at the United Nations, two-state solution. Make sure you check that out. He also had a lot to say about, sounds like tomorrow the 22nd. So far, nothing happening, but you got Gerard, anything could happen. Day's not over yet. But talking about things going on, Russia, Mexico, Moscow. Also, same video. The September 23rd equals 88022 CY. I don't even remember what that was. Like I run numbers all day long, and so I don't even remember why it comes to that. But I'll run the video and see why. Dimorphic also could be the locust from the pit. And he talked about NASA DART mission. So make sure you read that. Just go to that video and read Christian's comments. His are always very good. They're very interesting. And 306 days, 10 months, 2 days, end date. So make sure you check all those out. All from that same video. Thank you, Christian, for your contribution, my friend. I apologize for not reading all through those. I've been out in the sun all that more out, but something was brought up about peace and safety. And I want y'all to know what peace and safety is about. Peace and safety is the Antichrist in the world of the fallen angel, human hybrids, mystery Babylonians, claiming that the world war is over. We have killed the Christians. We are killing Christians. We declare peace and safety throughout this earth. And then the day of the Lord, and then God's wrath comes. The sudden destruction is God's wrath on the mystery Babylonians. Let's go over it. But of the times, Paul said, and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for you yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord, that's his return, upon his wrath, so cometh as a thief in the night. To who? The goats. For when they shall say peace and safety, who's they? The goat universe. Then sudden destruction cometh upon them, the goat world, as travail upon a woman with a child, and they shall not escape. Not escape what? God's wrath. But ye, brethren, sheep, are not in darkness, that you should, that day should overtake you as a thief. So when the Lord returns, you won't be like, oh no. You'll be like, yes. You, brethren, are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day, and we are not of the night nor of darkness. In other words, we're not of goats. We are not of our father, or we are not of their father, the devil. Therefore, let us not sleep as others do, but let us be watch and be sober. In other words, have that repentful heart. Don't be drunk on self. For they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and the helmet of the hope of salvation. For God have not appointed us to wrath, God's wrath. See, that's what this is about. But to obtain salvation by our Lord Jesus Christ. We might as well just keep going. I don't know how far it goes. who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live with him together. We should live together with him. Wherefore, comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as we do. And we beseech you, brethren, to know them which labor among you, that are over you in the Lord, and admonish you to esteem them highly in love for their work's sake, and be peace among yourselves. Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, sheep, be patient toward all men. See that none render evil for evil to any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourselves and to all men. So anyway, you get the idea, right? Peace and safety. Florida's Eastern Washington opponent on October 1st, which would be the day after Trump goes down on the 30th. Now, see, if he goes down his rally, that's night. That's really October 2nd in the Jewish world. No, each day starts at sunrise. Yeah. Okay. Florida plays Eastern Washington. So think about Washington, the god, the Antichrist. He's a rep of the Antichrist. East of Eden, their mystery Babylonian world. They, are you a traveling man? Yes, I'm traveling east. Some of their code terminology. The sun comes up in the east. They have like 802 faculty members and 830 administrators. So, there's your 802 for October 2nd and 830 for October 30th. Well, October 2nd is when Donnie Darko died. October 30th is when Frank got the right eye wound. They were founded in 1882. So there's your 88. Your 82 is again October 2nd. Their team, their motto, their school motto is start something big. Well, I think opening the book of Revelation is big. Again, if he goes down on the 30th, these are the games played on the 1st while chaos rages. And mascot is Eagles, which of course is the Phoenix. This week's games, you have the Tigers at the Tigers, the Missouri Tigers at Auburn Tigers. Next week, you've got Auburn Tigers at LSU Tigers. Yeah. Of course, that's UF at UT, the Orange T, Trump, the Orange Trump. Bama is hosting the Doors, Riders on the Storm. They call Vandy the Doors. They're Vanderbilt Commodores, and for short, they always refer to them as the Doors. And I know why they're doing it, because of the Doors, Riders on the Storm, the four horsemen, the riders of the four horsemen riding on the four horses. So Riders on the Storm University is basically Vanderbilt. They're going to be playing Ghost in the Machine University, Alabama. Their top fraternity is called The Machine. For the Ghost in the Machine, they rep Satan in the technology. They represent the Ghost in the Machine. They represent Satan. Alabama does. That's why they're always winning. The G, the red and black G for Georgia, that G logo represents the humans. And don't forget, Kirby Smart is a disciple of Nick Saban, and now his program is just as successful. So they represent the Fellowship of the King, or the mystery Babylonian oath-taking community that runs the earth for the Ghost in the Machine, their AI gods, the fallen angels. What's also interesting is Georgia, team I just spoke of, is hosting Kent State. Remember the 4 dead shooting at Kent State? Well, head coach of Alabama, Nick Saban, played at Kent State and also began his coaching career. I forgot to look up Nick Saban, Wikipedia. He was a player in 1970 to 1972. Watch this. Kent State, 4 dead, murders, Wikipedia. May 4th, 1970. Guess who was at Kent State? May 4th, 1970. Nick Saban. I mean, when did he graduate high school? Said he played football 70, 71, 72. Well, they don't play as freshmen, so he's already on campus, is he not? Back then, freshmen did not play. You played all 4 years. Well, they only give 3 years of playing. So if he's born in 51, 1970, he's 18 years old. Back then, you started, I know here, you started school as long as you turned 6 by December 31st. Now it's September 1st. So he would have been a late blooming. He would have graduated like me at 17 years old. I graduated high school at 17 years old. Born in 61, graduated 79. You're like, well, that's 18 years. Yes, and I turned 18 July 6th. When I graduated, I was 17, and so were many other classmates because of their October, November. Skeeter Smith and Robert Reed, born 11/17. Yeah, they were born 11/17. They didn't turn 18 until the following fall. So I would tell you, Nick Saban was there on campus at Kent State during those shootings. Mr. I rep Satan's University. A heavy Jesuit. 923 coded in movies list query. I will put this down in the comment for you. You can click all these movies. They tell you this 923 coding. I think he's going, I'm almost ready to pick. Oh, jeez. I like October 7th, 1st. I like September 30th, 2nd. But I love this 23rd to the 24th. Love it. So it's very confusing. I'll put that link, though, in the description. The Simpsons. 119 for Donald, 88. Its next progression will land on 11988 days. It's the 324th progression. It hits, this progression hits on Thursday, October 13th, Thor Day. This could be when a bomb goes off, assuming he's down by October 7th at the latest. We'll see. September 30th, Simpsons movie progression. The movie premiere in Springfield, Vermont was on July 21st, 2007. It's 007. 7 entire days after Kenny and I married. It progresses to September 30th, the Friday, the day I love, for him going down and then rising on October 2nd. I like this. Now, the USA release date for The Simpsons hits on October 6th. That's the next Thor Day. Or that's the previous Thor Day from the 13th. What's so great about October 6th is it's 86. Oct is 8, octagon, octopus, and then 6. Well, remember last year, No Time to Die came out on 8/8. So does he go down on 8/6, October 6th, and rise on 88, 1-year anniversary of No Time to Die? That, of course, is certainly in play. Is the expression one up because the Antichrist will one up Jesus Christ and die one day up on a Thursday? Simpsons in Gematria comes to 38th, 4 horsemen, 188, Egypt, skull and bones, Trump coin, Robin. Think of Batman and Robin, but a female. And don't forget that word Batman and Robin spelled with a Y. You have, when you spell that out in Gematria, it has 5225 in it. The last part of the O, which is 15, then the B is 2, and then the Y is 25. So it's 5225. That's Eve. Eve is EVE or 5225. Well, that same coding is in the name of Robin. That's interesting because also in here is Melania Trump. March 19th is in there. Stepdaughter's birthday. Don't forget her and my Mayday friends mathematical anomaly. January 10th is in here for the transfer portal. Ran out of time. I'm sure there's more, I said. That's The Simpsons in Gematria. Burning Man. Well, gee, that's not satanic. Well, it's in Perishing County. Its 37 progression goes to September 27th. The city is Lovelock, Nevada, even though it's sort of out in the county. It's this Burning Man is said to be in Perishing County. It is in no city limits, but the county seat of Perishing County is Lovelock, Nevada. That's it. So we go to your grid. Friday, Mission Impossible release date. Saturday Night Fever, which soundtrack was found in Georgia Guidestones. The World in 2020, Economist cover, 11/22/2019. The Dark Knight release date, 7/18/2008. The friend that turned me on to conspiracy theories through the Know Your Enemy series that the Lord used to start pulling me out of the world and call me out of the world. That friend has a daughter that will turn 3 on October 2nd. That's pretty fascinating. The Dark Knight release date, 7/18/2008. George Floyd Day, 5/25/2020. RFK date, Julia Roberts' birthday, Trump inauguration. If you include both dates, keep going. You got Trump birth. You got Trump's book, The America We Deserve, Death of Napoleon, Patrick Swayze birthday, Sean Connery birthday, Harvey Spencer Stevens birthday, who was the original Damien Thorne, or the second one? No, I think it's the original. Excuse me, the original. Yeah, it has to be the original because born 1970. So he was that like 4 or 5-year-old boy in that movie in the mid 70s. Assassination of Garfield, 1881. Billie Eilish birthday. She sang the theme song for No Time to Die. And there's the 24th. And what I tell you about the 24th? The length of No Time to Die adds up to 924. 24324. 2 plus 4 plus 3 is 9. Then you got 24. Literally telling you 924. Straight up. The 2015 Tetrad Blood Moon Total Lunar. Donnie Darko release date at Sundance and 28 days later release date. Total Lunar Eclipse 1979. Eye of the Tiger song, which is 404 in length. Hunger Games release date March 13th, 2020, USA. Was locked by AC. Trump election day, November 8th, 1988. All of those connect by including both days or without including both days to tomorrow. All of those. All of those in yellow, all of those in the tan. It's probably the best overall set that we have. Yeah. Because the only one that could maybe top that is the 24th to 25th, because the 24th is our biggest grid day of the whole year. There's no other set of dates. October 2nd is kind of big. My favorite day is Friday, October 7th. Shot heard around the world. Who shot JR? Frank shot in right eye. The actual 9/11 event itself. NASA's flight that featured the red and white horse logos on the rocket itself. Doug Williams, his birthday. Snoop Dogg video shooting Trump. So you got shot, shooting. Total solar of August 1st, 2008, when I saw The Dark Knight. Daniel Craig's birthday. Tim Tebow's birthday, Aleister Crowley's birthday progressions, all of them. 0 Dark 30. Joe Biden's satanic speech. The Montana Story movie release date, where the preview itself gave us white horse, red horse, black horse, Gremlins 2, and Georgia Guidestones. That's October 7th and 8th. You have to include both. But just the October 7th is shot, shooting, and it ends with the total solar eclipse of August 1st, 2008. Following day, I asked Candy for divorce. August 2nd, the 802, right in the heart of text to Trump, 88, my marriage to her, 022, divorced on 2/2, Groundhog Day. All the stuff in my life, the Lord made me remember numbers, remember dates. He's given me a language of numbers. It was all about self. And then the Lord, as he kept pulling me out of self, showed me, nope, those numbers, we dragged you in, the Lord, because I was just full of self back then. So the Lord's going to drag you in. I mean, he called Saul, who later became Paul, on the road to Damascus, while Saul was just got through killing Stephen and was on the road to Damascus to kill more Christians. He could not have been in more of a darker place, but the Lord used that darkness to then bring him to the light. So anyway, pretty fascinating. Love y'all. I got to get to work. This is my last shift, though. Then I'm off tonight, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Half a day Monday. Love y'all.